Commiserations, Andrew. I suppose, how do you assess that final quarter? What do you think went wrong from being 18 points up to eventually not winning that game?
It's simple. We were smashed around the ball. We were, probably to speak a bit more broadly, 3 quarters I thought we were a dominant football team. I thought we played the way we wanted to play. We were able to get the game looking the way we wanted it to look. When you're sort of dominating territory, like, you need to be able to punish teams on the scoreboard, and we just weren't able to do that today. I think we had 40 entries for a goal at half time, so that's, you just need to be able to punish teams and put them away when you have the momentum. And then last quarter they lifted, we didn't handle the heat, we had too many fundamental errors. We're going through this little period at the moment where we're clearly playing better football, but we need to learn how to win. That's real. That's real in our whole football club at the moment, because we want to be in those positions more, but we want to be able to handle that point of the game better. That's from a coaching staff, it's from players, it's all of us together. We need to be able to put those games away.
You say you need to learn how to win. The obvious way to do that is to win, obviously, but how do you do that outside of that? How do you transform this culture, I suppose, then, to being the team that can win these games of football? Yeah,
we just need to keep being really vulnerable and open about our thoughts and feelings that we have in those moments, and we'll review that strongly, because at the moment, when you're in that position at 3/4 time, you need to go out the game. You need to keep attacking the game, and I felt like we went safe. We went away from what we had done, and it just fueled North's game. Like, they got their run and carry up and going, clearly belted us around stoppage. So we need to be able to lean into those moments. You need to look forward to those moments as a player, rather than trying to save the game.
Last week, you were so accurate in front of goals that it kept you in the game to a certain point. This week, like you said, you couldn't put a team away. How does that happen in a week? Is it just conditions? Is it something that just happens and it catches through a team?
Yeah, it's good. Like, it's not, the conditions are great. There's no problems with the conditions. It can be a bit contagious. I think that's for real. I think, what were we, 111 at one stage? That breaks your heart.
How frustrating is it then to, I guess, keep going at it? I know Jack Williams was the first goal scorer after 34 inside 50s. How does it sort of keep everybody up and about when it's just not happening for you?
I think I sort of went down to the bench, and there was certainly belief in the players that we were playing the right way, and we had the game looking the right way. So there was some little bit of frustration around not scoring, but we didn't go away from what we were doing. There's a little bit of our entry stuff that we still need to work on, clearly. When you have those many entries and don't score well, there's some efficiency needed to improve. But the players were still optimistic throughout that period.
There was times where I thought you were trying to score too much, and players were trying to be the one that would get the momentum rolling and maybe weren't executing up forward. Do you felt like that there was a little lack of maturity at times from some of the guys, not taking the right option and trying to take the game on themselves a little too much?
But I'm certain that happened, and I see it as a good trait. I see it as our players, they want to win, but we just got to teach them how. And sometimes you don't actually have to do more. You don't have to do more. Sometimes people try and throw the team on their back and do it all themselves, and it's very rare that it happens like that. So we'll just use those moments in the last quarter as education points and ensure that we just have to get better.
Elijah Hewitt looked like he was battling most of the day pretty bravely through an ankle injury. Did that catch up with him in the last quarter, and how's he going?
He's all good. He did cop a knock early on and tad restricted, but it was never at a point where he was not able to continue. He, like a few of our other players, looked a bit tired last quarter.
Is it a concern that that's now back-to-back weeks where you've sort of faded in the last quarter? The Geelong game, you were right in it, and then that's a 43-point loss. Today you're up and you lose.
It's not ideal, and we'll keep working out why and how we improve that last quarter, but we'll also spend a fair bit of our time this week on acknowledging what we did right. We had 63 entries, we had 40 and a half, we kept the team to 42 entries. There is a fair bit to like in that game. It's hard to see it now when you don't win. So we'll just get the balance of that right and stay consistent in our review.
What you like, though, Harry Edwards with Nick Larkey today, it was probably his best game of 49-game career today. He kept the guy who's not been goalless all year goalless.
Yeah, I thought it was a terrific role by Harry. great player, Nick Clark. He kicks a lot of goals, really damaging for them. And to keep him goalless is a great effort. So I thought our backs, after quarter time, defended really well. I thought they were under siege in the last quarter, but I still, for a large part, they did it. They still had some big moments in D50. And then obviously the weight of numbers got away from us a bit in that last quarter, but it was a good effort by Harry.
Another positive is probably seeing Tom Cole kick a goal. It's not often you see defenders hitting the scoreboard. How great is it to see? And then players get around him as well.
Yeah, I did not think he had the journey in him from 50 odd out. So look, it was a really important goal, and Coley's a leader for us. So to stand up at that time, and he missed one from 20 metres out a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, the teammates getting around him after that it gave us a bit of energy, which was good.
How were Liam Ryan and Oscar Allen coming into this match? They both looked a little sore during the week, and from what I understood, a bit sore yesterday. Liam was a little bit ginger at times with that knee.
No, look, so we this time of the year, everyone's got something they're carrying. We picked the team, everybody today, completely fit to perform.
The ruck setup, Tristan Cherry's obviously so dominant. It's an ongoing issue for you guys, that ruck battle. You know, you see Matt Flynn doing his absolute best, and there's still a guy getting 10 clearances. What can you do to really shut down, someone who's so dominant that's playing for the other team?
Oh, look, he's an exceptional ruckman, and he does grab the ball a lot and get those clearances, which you mentioned. I think he had 5 in the first quarter. So we made some adjustments around how Flinney was playing after quarter time, and I thought he did a really good job. After that, he only had 5 clearances. I know it's a lot still for a ruckman, don't get me wrong, but it's probably about his average. That's what he does. And I thought really until the last quarter, we managed that part of the game reasonably well. Last quarter got away from us.
What did you make of Hands Oval and Bunbury as the experience as a whole? Though I know you're only here for 24 to 36 hours, but how did the players embrace it, and how did you find the game and the facilities?
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. I think they've done such a good job here. I thought the atmosphere was terrific. The weather, they turned it on for us. Does not feel like the middle of winter out there today. I'm sure some of the boys probably got sunburnt, but yeah, terrific facility. The ground was in great condition, so well done to all involved.
Elliot Yowie, I happened to walk past getting a coffee yesterday. You're doing a bit of running as well. How's he tracking along? Looks like he's really coming good towards obviously after the bye at some stage.
He's starting to progress now. It's been so challenging for him for a long period of time. So the next 4 to 6 weeks, whatever it is, it's the most important period for him to get back to play. So we'll be looking to ramp up his training over the next few weeks, and looking forward to him playing some games for us.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Andrew.